Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Not every anime portrays the main character as a hero all the time. Sometimes the main character is shown as a hero who turns bad, other times he's a villain from the start, and sometimes there are villains who learn to be good. Whatever the case may be with general shows, today we're going to be looking at some really good anime where the main character becomes a criminal. First up, we have Jormungand. This anime is classified into genres like action and adventure, which makes sense when you know the basic plot. The main character, Jonathan, is a child soldier who is hired by a woman named Coco to be her bodyguard. Why does she need protection, you may ask? She is constantly threatened by the CIA and even assassins because of her dubious dealings in the gun trade. Next we have Yukoku no Moriarty. Also known by its English name, Moriarty the Patriot tells a story of a boy who is rather smart and can be helpful when needed. But that doesn't mean he is weak. Instead, he is quite the opposite, where he is able to cause chaos if need be. Set in the late 19th century, we see just how divided a nation can be. Next up, we have Hakata Tonkotsu Romance. In this anime, we see the life of a detective get turned upside down as a hitman hired to kill him goes against his contract and instead tries to recruit the detective so they can work together. It was first released in January of 2018, and if you are curious to find out what happens, I'd suggest you watch it. Moving on, we have Phantom. Here we see the turn from an innocent bystander to an accomplice for many crimes. The main character unfortunately one day witnesses an assassination by the human weapon known as Phantom. He's then brainwashed and his memories are erased, and he continues to live in a world where he is constantly fighting for his survival. Next we have Inuyashiki. Also known as Inuyashiki Last Hero, we see the story of a man who is somehow reborn as a machine with incredible abilities. He uses these abilities as a reason to do good in the world, even though the origin of all of this madness is still unclear. Next up, we have Great Pretender. This anime falls into categories such as action, mystery, adventure, and comedy, as the main character fights to reclaim his self-given title of the greatest swindler in all of Japan. He soon begins to wonder if he can really complete the challenge of scamming one of the biggest mafia bosses. Moving on, we have Zankyu no Terra. Named Terra In Residence in English, we see two teenage boys directly challenge the government of Japan as well as the police after they admit to attacking a nuclear facility. The two boys are named 9 and 12 and are labeled as terrorists to the country of Japan. Next, we have 91 Days. A boy named Angelo witnesses the murder of his younger brother and parents by the Vanetti mafia family. He decides to move away from his hometown and even change his name, and only years later does he receive a letter urging him to return to his hometown. This is the first step to his revenge against the people behind his family's demise. Next up, we have Code Geass. One of the more famous shows that many people have heard of tells the story of masked heroes and great sacrifices that need to be made for the good of those around them. It was first released in October of 2006 and continued until July of 2007, falling under genres like action, drama, and sci-fi. Moving on, we have Death Note. Finally, getting to the one everyone expected to be on this list, we have the infamous Death Note. Starring the main character, Light Yagami, we dive into a world where a name can be the difference between life and death. First seen in the later months of 2006 with themes of mystery, thriller, and gods of death. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, you can hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.